My name is Muzi Beats, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to make your 808 sound better. We'll talk about the types of 808s, tuning your 808s, finding the notes to play, and where to place your 808s in the piano roll. Watch until the end to find out how to make your 808s hit hard, and let me not waste too much of your time, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so basically in hip hop there are two main 808 types. There's the Z808, which sounds like this. This 808 is punchy and it has a short tail and is typically used for hard trap beats like Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD. And then there's the Spins 808, which sounds like this. This 808 has a longer tail and is typically used in drill beats and modern dark hip hop beats, yeah? So basically beats like My Turn by Lil Baby use this type of 808. But for today's video, we're gonna be using the Z808. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete the Spins 808 right here. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. On my way to 100 subscribers, and you subscribing could help me out. Okay, so next we have to talk about tuning your 808. After you decide on the 808 you want to use, we first of all have to make sure that the 808 is actually in key. And we do this by double clicking on the 808, right clicking on the waveform, choosing edit in audio editor, clicking on the flag, choosing detect pitch regions. This 808 is in C, and I already knew it was in key already. So for educational purposes, what I have done is I've basically dragged in an 808 which I knew was out of key, and this is what it sounds like. If you have headphones or you're using speakers to listen to the tutorial, you can already hear that it's out of key. So what we're going to do is we're going to just follow the exact same process we did before. We're going to right click, we're going to choose edit in audio editor, we're going to click on the flag, and we're going to choose detect pitch regions. Now this beginning part here is F sharp, but typically you go for the longest part of the waveform, and the longest part here is A sharp because most of the part of the 808 is in A sharp. So what we're going to do is we're just going to exit here by clicking that button. We're going to go back into the channel rack, we're going to double click, we're going to go into miscellaneous functions, which is basically this branch 2 right here, and then we're going to go to A sharp, which is right here, and then we're just gonna right click on A sharp. Now 808 should be in key. It already sounds better typically. So basically, if you're like me and you have no music theory knowledge, it is best to use a tool like Wave Candy to help you find the root notes of your loop or sample. Most producers recommend that you use the root note of a loop or sample because it's the bass note and it will just naturally sound good. So to do this, what we're gonna do is this right here is my loop, and I'm just gonna quickly play it for you. To basically use Wave Candy, what we can do is we're gonna left click on the sample and we're just gonna drag it up, and I'm gonna drag it up to the second track. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the mixer actually by clicking on this button right here. I'm gonna go into an empty slot. I'm gonna choose slot 10. I'm gonna look for Wave Candy, which should be, it's in visual and it's the second to the bottom, and I'm just gonna click on Wave Candy. I'm gonna choose spectrum, choose maximum resonance, increase the scale, decrease the dB range. I'm just gonna put this at the corner of the screen, and I'm just gonna increase the size of the screen right here. Now I'm just gonna play, and it's gonna show us all the notes that are being played. So from here, we can see that the root notes don't really change much. It's just mostly D sharp, and basically we know what the root note of the loop is, and we basically know how we can structure our 808s and make them hit hard. So now that we know our root note, now we have to think about where we can place our 808 notes. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the channel rack. We're gonna click this box here by the sampler, and we're just gonna go into the piano roll. Now I learned from Bro Beats that, shout out to Bro Beats. There's no picture of his face out there, but I'm just gonna put a picture of his channel up here somewhere. But anyways, he said that for your 808s to sound good, they have to hit where the kick notes hit. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you where that is basically, yeah. And you should do this to utilize maximum bounce. So that is here, 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 and here. But basically you can make your 808 notes hit wherever you think they'll sound good. But what I've figured out through all the years I've been doing music production, which is not that long, it's only been 4 years, but feels like a long time. But anyways, is if you place your notes in these areas, they will sound good and they'll sound bouncy. So basically I'm just going to use the tips I've just been talking about, and I'm just going to place my notes there too. So I know from here that the root note is D sharp, and we're just going to use D sharp the entire way. So here, 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 here. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna place a note right here on the third timestamp. I'm gonna press Command or Control L, and what we'll do is that we'll just make everything longer. I'm gonna press Command B or Control B to shift everything to the other side. I'm gonna delete this node just for variation purposes of the first part here, and it's gonna hit here at the second part just to make the 808 sound a little bit more different. I'm gonna go back into the channel rack by clicking this button right here. Oh, I forgot that we set to 8 bars. So what I'm gonna do is press Command or Control L to make everything longer. Command B or Control B to shift everything over to the other side. We have our notes placed. We don't exactly need the screen anymore, so I'm just gonna go back into the mixer track by clicking this button right here. I'm gonna choose delete, and then now we have more space on our screen, we can make more logical decisions. And then from here, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna double click on the 808. I'm gonna go to the envelope. I'm gonna decrease everything except for the hold, which I will set at maximum. And what this does is that if you press a note and you let go, the 808 will stop playing and it will not follow the tail. And I'm just gonna choose cut itself here by the miscellaneous functions tab. And what this will do is it will make sure that the 808 is not running over each other or bleeding over each other. This is what it sounds like. Now, if you actually did make it to the end of the video, I'm going to show you what I promised. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. As I said before, on my way to 100 subscribers, and you can help me get there. So basically, what you can do to make your 808s hit harder is, first of all, you can simply increase the volume to the maximum here on the channel rack. The channel volume, that's what it's called, and this is what it sounds like. But personally, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna right click and just choose reset. Personally, I prefer actually going into the piano roll and just increasing everything to the maximum velocity on the control tab right here, and this is what it sounds like. So the goal is basically just to get it to maximum loudness so that it just naturally punches through the mix. And why I prefer doing it through the velocity tab is because once, I don't know what it is, when you increase the volume, some of the notes aren't as loud as when you do it manually through velocity. So that's my logic for using velocity. And also, this is the end of the video. I thank you for watching it. If you made it this far, I have some other videos that'll be floating right next to me, and you can just click on those videos and watch them too, and just learn more about FL Studio. So thank you very much.